Alright, so with all the crazy stuff that was going on in yesterday's update, I really didn't get to include this into the entire full guide video, mainly because that video was already almost half an hour long. So I figured instead, we go ahead and touch up on this today, which is actually another brand new rod that was added in yesterday. Now, to my knowledge, this is the first quest in the second sea that's going to provide you with an actual decent reward. And I also believe that this is a step in the direction of what the development team wants to take as far as like introducing new quests in the first and second sea that have sort of like this decently long process with an actual reward at the end. Either way, to get started on this, you obviously need to be in the second sea, make your way over to the Isles of New Beginning, and you're going to look for the NPC named Luca. If you talk to him, he talks about how his brother and him went out fishing, but he never came back. When you ask him what happened, he said he stood up while I was rowing, a wave hit and knocked him over. I tried to turn back, but the storm dragged me away. Then afterwards, he mentions that his boat broke apart on the rocks. He barely made it back, and if we could please go ahead and find his brother. Now at this point, you will get the quest prompt on the top left-hand side that's going to tell you this quest is called The Lost Brother, and it basically steers you straight to the Cursed Shores. Now I'm not gonna lie, man, I kind of wish that it would send me anywhere but the Cursed Shores, because I've literally been spending so many hours on here. I was probably one of the first people to finish every single one of the eggs, and I still haven't gotten the Cthulhu one to spawn. Like, it's driving me insane. Right over here, you're gonna find him standing right on the ledge. His name is, I believe it's pronounced Kael. At least I think so. Kael? I think it's Kael, because Kael would be K-L-E. Anyways, talk to him, and apparently you're going to instantly get 100,000 XP, which is absurd. Now, at this point, you're going to go back and forth with him. He's going to ask you about Luca, also tell you sort of like another part of the story, and then he's going to tell you that he's hungry. At this point, you need to catch any 3 fish. It doesn't really matter what it is. You can really fish right in front of him if you want to. Just keep in mind that you do need to catch the fish. Just because you have them in your inventory doesn't mean that you can get away with it. It is going to keep track of the fish that you're catching. Once you've done that, I would imagine that he sort of just accepts any fish at that point. Let me actually try talking to him. Okay, yeah, no, you actually have to hold the fish. So I didn't catch this here, but I'm going to assume that he's going to accept it. Yep. So pretty much you can give him whatever fish you want after that point. But as I said before, you do need to keep in mind that you have to catch 3 fish. Now, once you're complete with that, you will get an additional 100,000 XP. I don't know if the double XP game pass is actually taking effect there. It might be 50k for you. But anyways, now we're going to say ready to go home. And he says almost. There's a small island nearby I need to visit first. Will you take me? Now we're in the process of looking for a pendant for Kael. Keep in mind, he is following you at this point, so this is sort of like an escort mission here. Go ahead and jump on your boat. He's going to get on as well and sit, which honestly is super cool. It reminds me of the entire April Fool's quest that I made. Now, keep in mind, he is going to end up getting stuck a bunch of times. You don't have to really worry about it. He's going to end up like teleporting to you. But to find this, over there is where the shipwright is, just sort of as a reference point. We're going to turn around past the fishing rod that's here, and at this tree in the corner over here on the floor, you're going to find the pendant. Go ahead and claim that. You will get an additional amount of XP for that, which I believe was another 100k, or I guess in your case, 50,000 if you don't have the game pass. And now it says to bring Kael back to Luca in the village at the Isles of New Beginning. So go ahead, hop on your boat, wait till he jumps on your boat, which he might be a little bit bugged there. Let's help him out a bit. There we go. He'll sit down, and then we will begin our journey to Isles of New Beginning. Now then, upon arriving here, aside from the fact that he's going to be swimming up against the wall like an absolute maniac, you go ahead and talk to Luca, and you have unlocked the Brothers Rod, as well as you get a quick little story here of them sort of like interacting back and forth, and an additional 50,000 or 100,000 XP. So definitely a good little quest to not only get yourself an exclusive rod, but also to get a good amount of XP, and just sort of like a little entertaining short quest here. Now, taking a look over here at the stats for the Brothers Rod, we have lure speed 50%, luck 60%, control 0.1, resilience 10%, with a max kg of 3,000. As for the passive, it says built from a brother's bond, grants a 10% chance to duplicate and mutate fish. It's definitely an interesting one. It kind of looks like DNA to like a certain extent. It sort of looks like DNA, which I mean, obviously makes a lot of sense, but it's also obvious that this is not going to be the best rod, right? Like it's not really the most game changer rod or anything like that. It is more or less just a rod for kind of like the lower levels. Which actually, in case you aren't aware, because I didn't mention this in my video yesterday, the second sea now has been changed to a requirement of level 100. So a lot more of you guys can actually go ahead and come over here, explore it, and of course, get your hands on this rod if you really want to. Now, as far as what enchant you should put on this rod, in my opinion, I would probably put Immortal, but then again, I would probably put Immortal on anything at this point. In case you aren't aware, with the most recent update, Immortal is now a 75% luck as well as 30% progression. So at this point, it's just kind of like a no-brainer to put this on literally everything. It's like having a little bit of blessed song with also having luck. So it's just sort of absurd right now. I don't know if it's always going to stay like this. I mean, obviously it is because they said that they weren't going to be nerfing things anymore. So I sort of hope they stick by their word. But let's be real, you know who we're talking about here. But yeah, man, as mentioned before, this is more of a rod for sort of like newer players, maybe like the level 100s that are making it into the second sea for the first time. I really just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys are having a great Easter. Of course, if you do end up celebrating that, for those of you that don't celebrate it, I hope you have a great Sunday or Monday because time zones exist. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back again tomorrow with another daily video. This week should be interesting, man. I think I'm going to start sprinkling around a couple of different games here and there, mixed in, of course, with our fish videos. And then obviously Saturday, our weekly morning fish streams for the update. As for my sellout moment, if you would like to, please make sure to use StarCode Carbon when you buy Robux or Roblox Premium. It forces Roblox to pay me in cold hard cash, and I like it when Roblox pays me. But that's pretty much going to do it for this one, man. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.